Hi guys, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs, and I'm here with I guess really part 3 of our paper bag no-sew journal. And we had left off where we were finishing decorating our journal, and then we were going to start decorating the bag. So let me just finish off with this. We were almost done. We went over time quite a bit, so I thought we'd go ahead and finish it with another video rather than try and tack it on. So anyway, this is where we left off. We had gotten this far and put the nameplate on. We put the extra lace and burlap on. We put the little bulb pin on. And then I had done some other things, and you know, they're not a lot, but let me just show you. In the back, if you turn it over, I went ahead and I added a little bit of, I think it was, let's see, I think it was this lace. I can do that. I ripped it, oops, and had a piece up here, and then I had another piece of, let's see, where'd my other lace go? Probably have another piece over here somewhere. I have little pieces I'm trying to use up, so I'm kind of trying to get that done. Where did it go? Okay, well, I guess I don't. I'll just make another one. I thought I had another little piece that I could use. I'll just use this one. And I kind of ripped that a little bit. This is just the lace. Oh, that wasn't that one. I used the white. Where did the white go? Am I out of that? Huh. Maybe I am. I'll just use a different white. These are all vintage laces on the ones that I'm putting in the little pieces everywhere. So I don't have like a lot. I'm tearing these, so I like them. I just like them a little frazzled. I thought I had more, but I guess I don't. Here's a one piece. There we go. That would work. That'll work too, but okay, so then I took I just took little pieces of lace, and let me mess this up a little bit. And I put that kind of up here, and then I put that here. And I kind of just, I don't think I put any burlap up there. I think I put some eyelash trim. This is a little bit too white for me. I think I'm going to have to get my spray. And this is my coffee spray that I use. Let me go ahead and it is a latte alcohol ink mixed with alcohol, and I just kind of, this is how I kind of make my own alcohol inks. But I use this a lot when I have things that are too white that I don't want to use, and I'll just take that on there, and it immediately kind of, you know, changes it to a coffee dyed kind of look, and it's very permanent, so it's not going to come off or rub off. So before it was really white. It messes your hands up, but you know, hey, my hands are always messed up. Let me get a wipe and see if I can get some of that off before it starts to dry. Okay, so then I'll just put that over here because I'm always using it. I'll put some of that on there. And then you guessed it, a button. The good thing about this stuff is it dries instantly, and not instantly, but very quickly. So if you're in need of, you know, if you've got a piece of lace or anything you want to use, which makes me think I probably should do this. This is vintage, but I want it to look a little bit more, and I don't want it all even. So I did that. I'm going to go ahead and rub my hands on this one too that I already took out, just to give it a little bit more. This one's vintage too, but it's a white lace, and I just want to make it look a little bit more. And what I'll do on that, sometimes I'll just spray just a tiny bit just to make it look stained. Okay, and anyway, So I'm going to put that, I think, up here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and then I'm going to put, I already cut a piece, there it is, and put that on there, and then I'll put my button. Probably I'll cut that in half and then kind of crisscross it on there. And then I'll put a button. Okay, so I hope you guys can see. I'm just layering things. Now I don't like this because it looks a little bit too new, and so I'm just going to take that and go like this a little bit, just to, you know, not all the way everywhere, just a few spots here and there. Then I'll take that and I'll put, oh, I'm not putting that one on, I'm putting that one on. Just that. I don't want a huge piece. I want to get this just a little bit more roughed up here because it's been there a while. Okay, I'm going to put that over there. Then I'm going to put that there. And I love how that looks. And then I'm going to take, let me put that on first. Get that off of there. And I'm just kind of putting this on here for interest. You know, obviously you don't have to do that. I mean, I just don't like it to be all too kind of generic, where I just slap the lace down or whatever. Where's my other piece? I'm going to put that here. Put that over there. Okay, so then I'm going to put a button on it. And I think I will put, will you see that one? Maybe a darker one, I think, would look better. Yeah. No, well, I don't know. Not really sure. I have another one over here. Let me see how this one would look. I have several buttons sitting over here. I don't know. I think, all right, I'm going to do this one. I think it'll look good. So, put some glue on there, and then I'm putting my button down. And so that just adds some interest right there to that corner. And let's see. I think I put a little bit more of this over here. Let me undo that tie so I can do it. Because I don't like this lace just coming down, and I don't want it to be straight. So I'm going to kind of put it over here a little bit just to kind of break it up. And of course, this is totally to taste. That's just the thing about decorating. That's why I don't always do it, because it's, you know, you may totally hate this. This may be too wonky for you or whatever, but I do things, you know, the way to my taste, and it may look good to me and it may look terrible to you. So, you know, you got to kind of decide what it is you like. So, okay, so I think I'm going to add a few more touches on the inside here and on the other side, and then we're going to work on the what do you call it? The bag. Okay, so I'm going to add, let's see, I kind of want a piece here just to kind of break this up and give it a little bit of character. Maybe that way, or no, I think maybe this way, where the fringe is out that way. So I'm just going to do that for no particular reason other than I want to, and I think it looks cool. So take a few pieces off of that, make it a little bit more kind of rustic. Make sure we have enough glue down there. Okay, so I'm putting that there. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more pieces of lace. That's too big. Here we go. That was the piece I was looking for before. Maybe I'll just put, I don't know, let's see. I don't know. I think maybe I'm going to put this here. I'm just going to cut it. It's a little bit too, this you can't really tear well, so, but it frays well. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is put that over there, and then maybe, oh, I know, maybe another piece of this, because it's kind of messed up pretty bad, but I want a longer piece, so just take that, and I may put that in the corner, kind of like that, and put that over it, kind of like that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Maybe shorter. See, now I went and, I don't know. I can't make up my mind. Don't mind me. I just can't make up my mind. I'll just kind of rip that. There we go. That's good. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe if I do this, I'll like it better. There we go. See, I already like it better. There we go. But I want that there. So do we want to do that? Maybe we just do that. No, we'll do that. We'll just do that again. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to put a button there because that's just too, you know, too redundant. We'll put something else there. And we'll go ahead and go like that. I wonder if I want to put that there. Let's see. I think I like this. It's just a little bit too big. There we go. That's better. Now I like it better. And then I can put that there. There we go. It was just too big. It was bugging me. Oh, more glue. More glue. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. All right. Oh, okay. So then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something here because it looks kind of lonely. And I think I'll just take another piece of this. I don't know. I don't want it. No, I don't want it that long. So I'll go maybe like that. I'm going to put that right there. That's not sticking down, is it? Oh, that's because I didn't put any glue down here. I just laid it down there. I didn't put any glue. That's why. See, my nail polish is coming off on there. That's happened to me before. This is an acetone base glue. So what it does, I'm just going to have to move this. Yeah, I shouldn't really wear nail polish when I'm doing this. I have to move it so I can move the button. Oh boy, I might just have to take that piece off because it's going to bug me. Wonder if I go that way. Ooh, that'll work. Okay. I'm going to put it like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put this button right here. Oh no, I wasn't going to do a button on that. That's right. Maybe I'll move this down here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to move this down here. And I'll put something else up there. So, ugh. Yeah, it just starts taking your nail polish off. And, you know, I mean, it's bad enough that it's ruining your manicure, but then when it ruins your journal because you've got pieces of nail polish everywhere, I'm going to put that right there. Here you go. That works right there. If it will not stay stuck to my fingers and stay where it's supposed to stay, that'll work. Put that down there like that. Hold it. I hope I'm doing that in camera so you guys can see. Put that down there. Okay, so I think I'm going to do is just add a different lace up here. What other lace? I have a ton of lace, so I don't know. I mean, maybe, no, I don't want to put that there. Huh. Do I want another piece of this? No. Let me look real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I just can't make up my mind what I want to put where. It's not like I don't have other laces. I just can't make up my mind. I just want something with a little bit more contrast. And I don't have that many, you know, vintage ones that, okay, here's one. Let's try that. Maybe that. Just something a little different. Oh, this one doesn't tear well either. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I shouldn't tear it like that. Okay. So then I take that. I'm going to put it up here like that. Okay, that's good. I kind of like that. All right. I just didn't want the same thing. Wanted something different. Put some glue on that. I think I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter. And save all those little pieces. Obviously, you know, I could have just gone in my little snippet drawer and I probably had pieces like this in there already. But, you know, it's the challenge. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Let it dry a little bit. And I think what I'm going to do up there is I'm going to add another one of these bulb pins. Just because I don't want to put another button up there. I don't know if I have another little stone I can put in there. Maybe this purple one. And I'm not particularly looking for any certain colors. I just kind of want 3 different ones. And when you do this with your bulb pens, you got to realize that they don't take very big beads because you have to get it around the circle. So I want a green one and it doesn't want to seem to get on my finger. Here we go. I don't want to dump the whole thing out. I'm trying really hard not to dump it out. So anyway, I rusted these along with all the other stuff, and I really like using the rusted ones. I don't know why. Just when I'm doing something that's grungy like this, I had a hard time putting and that's why I rusted the paper clips and everything. It's just like, I had a really hard time putting kind of newer stuff on. It just didn't seem to make any sense to me. So anyway, I'm just sticking 3 little random beads on there, just like that. Nothing, you know, super complicated. And I'm just going to take it. I'm going to put it kind of in the middle of this little cluster of lace. If I can get it on there. Excuse me, I'll have to bring it a little closer to me. Oh, come on. It's not dry all the way, and I'm trying really hard not to get my fingernails in there so I get more nail polish on things. Well, this may be hard because it's not wanting to... okay, hold on. I may have to just bring it closer to me to do it. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so we did it. There we go. So I just put that on the corner, and that is going to be how we do the back cover. So we're giving it just a little bit more character. And then we had put this other lace over here. So over here, we had the lace over here, and I think what we're going to do with that is just add a couple things. All I really want to do, I think, on this is just add some to the side. And let's see what I'll do. I don't want to put big pieces over there. I know I've got to have some smaller pieces. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that maybe right there. Or maybe some burlap. I don't know. Just getting on a burlap kick with this one, aren't I? So let's just see. Maybe I'll do that a little bit. And then I'll just put that maybe right here, kind of like I did on the other one. Maybe a little bit more, a little shorter, right? Maybe just a little bit shorter. And don't go down as far. Maybe just like that or like that. We'll do a little bit right here. And I'm only doing this just to, I don't want it looking so prescribed, I guess, or, you know, want it to look a little different. I think I want to put something in the corner. Maybe I'll put a little bit more of this. I don't know. Let's see. Did I have another piece I could use? Maybe I'll put that there. And then I'll, you know, I kind of want it more. Let's see. Maybe I can kind of make it the way I want it. I want it more at like a triangle. And then a little bit more shabby. Yeah, I think that's how I want it right there. That's what I want. Okay. And then maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Should we put a little bit right here? I don't know if I want that there, though. I want something different. Something different. See, that's what I do, guys. I don't always know what I'm going to do, even when I think I know what I'm going to do. Did I have some torn on the other end? I didn't. Let me see if I can get that to go where I want it to go. I'm going to have to cut it. Okay, there we go. This is going to work. All right. Still caught on there. I don't want it that many strings on it, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to just take it and put it maybe just right here. Just right down there on the side, maybe right here. I do want to be able to use that pocket though, so maybe I should just put it like right here. Otherwise I won't be able to use the pocket. What if I put that up there? No. Down here. No. Down here. I'll just put that there. That'll work. Alright. I'm just going to put a little bit of that right there. Just to kind of give it a little bit of a, just a not so perfectly, maybe I'll put that there. Nope, that's too much the same. Put that over there. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think I like that better. Okay. And then maybe put that on top like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do for this. I'll probably just put, oh, got a little bit of glue there. Put a little button up here. Where's my stuff I just dyed? I just dyed it. Where did it go? It's probably under this big pile I have over here. Where did it go? Okay, I just dyed it. Y'all, can you see it? Can you see where I put my... I guess I can do more, but I know I just dyed it. So where did it go? Should put all those little pieces over there so I don't lose it. Did I leave it back here? Nope, I guess I didn't. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is, right here. See? It's hiding. I just want to take this. I don't know. I just can't seem to put a button down unless I put this stuff on. I don't know why. Just kind of it's a requirement for me. So I'm just going to lay that there and then put another one crossways. Hopefully my fingers won't stick in it. And then put a dab of glue in the middle. And then put my button down wherever that went. Okay, and I'm going to put that down right there. Come on, stay. I know I put enough glue. Oh, this thing didn't go under. Get under there. Yeah, there we go. Try that so my fingernail doesn't get over there. So anyway, that's what I did to the inside, just to kind of jazz it up a little. make it look a little bit more rustic. So it didn't just look like it was, you know, new or whatever. Okay. Really? Come on. I know you're going to stay. So that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we did. So there's the inside. There's the inside. And then the back. Oop, oop, oop. Good thing I turned that over. Apparently I did not let that dry enough. Actually, I don't think I put enough glue on it. Okay, there we go. Let me just hold that down for a couple seconds. There's the back. So all we did is kind of just add a few more pieces of lace here and there, kind of torn or whatever, just to kind of give it a little bit more interest. Okay, so we did that, we did that, we did all that. See, I really need to let this stuff dry. I'm not letting it dry. There we go. Let's hold that down again. And I bet the other one's messed up now because I just closed it. Okay. Need to get my little clips. Where are they? Where'd my clips go? I don't know where my clips went to. I have little clips that I use. Up here they are. Whenever I don't want things to touch and let them dry. It's my secret weapon. So I'm going to do that. Let those dry. And now we're going to work on the cover, which is this. And this is really, you know, just a continuation of the same kind of style. And what I did with this is I just took my bag and just a plain bag that we used on the rest of the journal, and I wanted to make it a little bit stiffer. So what I did, I'm going to move this out of the way so stuff will actually dry on it and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, I just took a file folder, you guessed it, and I actually cut it this way, okay, because I actually didn't want it to go all the way to the top. It doesn't have to be a file folder. It could be 2 pieces of cardstock, anything you want to put in here, and it's not really decorative in any way. But anyway, I took a file folder because I just happened to have it handy. You don't have to use this portion of it. You could use the other portion. And this is just a legal one I've already used part of it for something else. You could take it and do it this way if you wanted to. But anyway, I just did this, and then I kind of measured somewhat where I wanted it. Where'd my pencil go? And I actually wanted it about 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch smaller because I really didn't want it to be hard to get in there. So I kind of went about here, I think. And I'm just going to cut that real quick on my cutter. It's right next to me. And okay. And all I did is I made it so it would go inside, fit inside like pretty easily, okay? That's it. That's what it's made to do. And all this is going to do is it is going to allow you to be able to get your journal in and out, and also give this some structure. Because if you just decorate this without putting something in there, it's just too thin to really hold all that weight. So anyway, I didn't just put it in there like that. I wanted the back to be higher than the front, and you'll see why in a minute. So I just kind of took it, you know how you have your little folds on the bottom? I just kind of took it and made it to where the front was shorter like that. Okay, this is really crooked, isn't it? It doesn't really matter that it's crooked, but it is. Boy, I can't even cut straight on my cutter. Oh well, now I made it worse. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so I kind of made it to where I took this bottom fold right here and I just made it to where the front was shorter, okay? So then what I did is I took my glue stick, wherever that is. I took my glue stick, okay, and I pretty much glued most of the back. It doesn't have to be in there super good, but you want it to not slide around. You don't have to do it everywhere, but you just want it to not slide around. I didn't do the front, I just did the back, because if you do both, it's hard to get in there. And I slid it in on the front, okay? So here's my front, here's my front. Putting that face down, I'm putting this face down, and I slide it in that way, so that way it's easier to get in. All right, and I go, oops, sorry, did not do that. And then you just slide it in there and go all the way to the bottom with it. And what will happen is the bottom will, you know, you glue it down, just glue it down, okay? So hopefully you did that without folding it in the back like I did this one. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's it. Okay, so you've got it glued in on the back. And then I just took my glue stick and I went in. Here's the top of your front right here. And then that. I just put a little glue on that, on the folder, just to kind of get it to stay down. And then went like this. So now the front will stick down. And then you've got the back open. And you just want to make sure that you get enough of the front so things don't catch on it. Let me get a little bit more. You don't want it to catch. You don't want your journal to catch on there, okay? And the same thing here. You want to make sure this is down enough, but you just want to make sure that it's not open on top so things will catch on it. Okay, so after you do that, where we go? Okay, so then what you want to do is what we did is, where did the top go? Gotta find that piece. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me find it. Wonder if it fell down. I cannot find the other piece that goes. Here it is right here. Okay, so the next thing I did is I took another one of the Tim Holtz pieces that come in that paper pad, and it's so great because that paper pad has so many different sizes for tags and all kinds of stuff. And so anyway, I took that and I decided I was going to use that on the front. Okay, so of course I didn't want to just leave it the way it was. Where's my distresser? I distressed it, you know, just, you know, and I don't care if it tears like that. I think that's a plus. Okay, I like that because that's how it would look if it was around for a while. Okay, goes like that all the way across, and I went all the way. And okay, there, I think that's good. And I kind of crumpled it a little bit on the ends and a little bit in the middle because I didn't want it to look too new. There we go. And I kind of curled the ends a little bit, I think, is what I did. So anyway, I did that, and then I took my Distress ink, and I think I used a Gathered Twigs on this because it's a little darker. I wanted it to be a little bit darker, and I did that. In fact, I think I did both, actually. I think I did Vintage Photo and this. I don't remember because my Gathered Twigs is getting low. I remember doing this, and I wanted this to kind of go, yeah, I did. I wanted the vintage photo to kind of go up on the sides a little bit before I did the other one. And then I think I did the gathered twigs on top of it, because I really wanted it to look kind of roughed up. And I did list a little bit on the edges a little, just to really give it some grunge and some, you know. Okay, so there we go. That's looking rough enough. So I did that, and then I put this down, and I decided I wanted something up here, but I didn't want to use a book plate, but I wanted it to kind of have a title. So I took another one of those pieces of the cardboard, but I don't think it wasn't that big. Let's see, let me cut it down. I did it about this big. And I kind of went, I don't know, it was about, I didn't want to cover too much of this, or, you know, oh, see, that's too square. That's not going to work, is it? Right, guys? I did something like this, and I put that down, and then I wanted my title to go in here, and I had, I didn't use the, that same cloth. I have this stuff that I got, look at those nails. I have this stuff that I bought from a thrift store, and this is really made for needlepoint, and I really kind of thought, wow, you know, that kind of would be cool, because I bet it frays well, and it does. So I'm just going to cut out a square. Okay, so I got a little square. Yeah, that's about right. Maybe a little bit, let's see, a little bit shorter right here. Okay, and then I just kind of frayed it a little bit. And all you got to do with that, let me get my, I use it, well, not that. Where did the other thing go? I use this thing. I just take it and put it in there and pull some out. And it usually comes out pretty good, but let's see. Okay, so I just start fraying it and getting a few pieces out here and there. Okay, there we go. Okay, oops. And I frayed all the edges. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I kind of did that and put it there, and it looked a little bit too, it's cream, but it's just looked too white. So again, I took my handy dandy spray, and I didn't want it completely sprayed, but I wanted it to look just a little, you know, just a little messed up. And so I put that there, and I thought, okay, that looked pretty good. I don't know, maybe a little bit more, just a little. Yeah, I want a few more smudges on there. There we go. That's a little better. I like that better. So I put that there, and then I decided I wanted to put just a title on here. I didn't want to put a book plate. So I think what I found, what was it? Here it is. Is it in here? Okay, I found some letters, and I didn't want to do gold. Let me move these. I didn't want to do gold, so I thought, okay, so I wanted it to say fly to kind of go with my theme, but I didn't like the gold, so let me move this over. So then I decided, okay, I want to change these colors. So I thought then what I would do is go ahead and use my handy dandy metallic luster. So I thought I took a little black and I went on there, and this stuff dries pretty quick, so I thought, okay, what if I just kind of, and these are shiny, so I kind of had to damp it on there a little bit. I could have just made them black, pure, you know, just black paint, but I wanted it to look kind of metallic. So I dabbed it on and did that. Oops. Okay. And then I did the next one. And this will dry pretty quickly, so. And I did that. If you didn't get your big fingers in the way. Right? And then I did that. Get off. Okay. Of course, this is going to make my fingers black again for 2 days. I could have put my gloves on because I did find them. Okay. So I did that. Let me wipe it off. Maybe I'll have a chance. Okay. And where's my heat gun? I'll get that for a minute. Let me get some of this glue off my fingers too. That'll help. Boy, I'll tell you what. That glue, it's strong glue. I mean, that's a great thing, but it gets all over. I don't know how many pairs of pants that I've worn crafting where I've dripped glue on it and then it has little spots of glue on it, or shirts or something. I'll go to wear it and it has like a little dab of glue on it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry this. Oh, it's not going to stay. Here we go. I'll tell you what. Let me get my tweezers. I just saw them. Where did my tweezers go? I just saw them a minute ago. Here they are. I'll just pick it up this way so I don't burn my hand. Do that. Okay, so then I just took that and I took my little metallic darker letters. I think I put a little distress ink on it too. I don't know why I did, but I did. Just to kind of make it look older, I think. I don't know if it made a difference, but I did do that. So, yeah, I think I did do that. It just kind of made it look a little bit older. It added a little bit more to it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but they do look kind of metal now because it already started out with the gold. So if you kind of want to see that, and I don't know, you know, if it makes that much difference, but it just seemed like it kind of worked with what I was trying to do a little bit better. So then I took that and I glued them on because it does have this stuff to stick on the back, but I don't trust that stuff. Do you guys? So I glued it on. I'm gonna put, hopefully I can put these on in the right spot. Uh-oh, what is that? Did that fall off? Good, it's not, it's just dry. Okay. Hope that works. Okay. Anyway, I just figured this would work. We had just done our little series on metallics, and I was like, So, you know, the moral of the story, you guys, is if you have some of your little chipboard letters and stuff out there, and they're a color that you just really would not use now, or they're not the right color for your project, Just remember that you can make them any color, any whatever, and so now these look like metallic letters that we put on our cover. So, and that was not hard. You saw how easy that was. So, and you could put multi-layers on there. On this, you know, we started out with the gold, so it kind of actually already has that. Okay. Does that go there? That's close enough. So there we go. I'm going to take that, and before I do this, I'm going to distress it up, because we can't just put it on there the way it is. I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, so we did that, and then I just took it and I put it, I can't remember which way I put it, but maybe it was the other way. I think it was more the other way. Yeah. And I kind of just put it right in the middle. Let me glue this down first. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We forgot. Very important thing. I put some brads in the corners. These are my rusted brads. So I did that. I don't know, maybe I should put these on there. Let's see something. I wonder if that would look cool. And if they would even go on there. I don't know. That might look kind of cool. I don't know if it would show up. Let me see. No, I think I'm going to stick with the brads because I think they show up better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that stuff. Punch a hole in the corners. And I'm just approximating. And then I told you my brads that I rusted, they look great, but because they're rusted, sometimes they break, so I always make sure I put glue, you know, as a backup, so it's more aesthetic. I wouldn't hold anything in with them because they're weak because they're rusted. So I'm going to take a dab of glue, going to put it right here, and then I'm going to put this in. So I didn't use them to hold them onto the bag is what I'm saying. They're just there for show. And these are big ones, so I just basically cut the little extra tab off there. So I put that in, put a little glue on the back just in case, because they're, like I said, they're not real sturdy anymore. Do another one. And then do that. Make sure they're nice and flat. And I'm just cutting it, just super easy to cut. Put a little dab right there. I don't think it'd fall out though anyway because I'm gluing it in front, but who knows. Gonna put that there. Oh, get that off of there. I love my little rusted stuff that I did. It really is cool. When you're trying to grunge things up, it just makes so much more sense to me than putting, even the antique stuff. I know it's supposed to look kind of old, but to me it just didn't work. I mean, I was like, man, I don't know. Right? Okay. That's kind of sticking out. I'm going to cut it. There we go. That's down. Now we got one more to go. Okay, there we go. We have one more brad too. Good thing, because I'd have to go dig for another one. I'm going to put that in. Open it up. that off. Yeah, I mean, these look cool for, you know, for looks, but I would definitely not trust putting them down. I'm going to ink this whole bag up before I do anything to it. So I took this, and of course I inked all around it. And it's a lot easier to do this once you have your file folder or your cardstock or whatever you're putting in the inside, because it's stiff. So anyway, and I really wanted this kind of grungy, so I kind of went around the corners a little bit up here, and I definitely did the top. I think what I did is I put a piece of paper under there, and I really kind of just concentrated up here. Did that. Okay, so I did that, and then I went up here, and I actually did the top of this. Okay, and I actually did the back too. I did all of the back, you know, because anyway, I envisioned this whole thing as a really, you know, like a gift type thing, and this is kind of the wrapping, you know. So rather than just wrap it or put it in a gift bag, this is kind of the gift bag. And I guess that's kind of how I looked at it. So, you know, and then I put a little bit here and there on here, because we wouldn't want it to look new. Okay, there we go. So I did that. And then let's put our other pieces on. So I put that, I don't think it was in the middle. It was kind of a little bit more toward the top. Do that. Put all that down. So you can see why 2 bottles of this wouldn't last me in a month, right? I don't know what I was thinking. 4 barely got me. But I was on the auto thing, and they were going to, you know, it was weird. Okay, I think I'm going to go about right here. Yeah, I think that's, well, maybe down. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, right there. Okay, and I just kind of pressed it down a little bit, and you know, that's probably crooked. Okay, there we go. I think that's straight. Yeah. Is it? Is it? Tell me. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Just hold that down for a second and make sure it gets glued. Okay, so then let me put this on. We haven't decided again. Okay, I'm doing that way, and I kind of had it, I think, in the middle, but I wanted it to not cover too much of that feather. So I did my best to not do that. Let me put this down first. Right? Okay, let me get that off of there. Yuck. Put that in the middle. See, it does look like metal, doesn't it? Alright, let me move this. I think it's crooked a little bit. I always do everything crooked. Can't cut crooked. Alright. And then I'm going to put this on. Okay. Put that there. Alright. Get that down. Alright, so that pretty much left us with most of, and I'm sure the way that they designed this, you could tell that they had that blank space in the middle. It was for you to do something like that. Okay, this to me looks crooked now, does it? I don't know, guys. I'm looking at these patterns and it's in the same spot, so I don't know. Just me. Just me. This is popping up. Okay, so then after that, I added just some things to kind of decorate it. I took some burlap and I put it across the bottom right here. And it didn't go completely across, just mostly. I didn't want it to look too neat or anything. And I put it right there. So I'm going to do this on the burlap maybe. Has big holes in it, so. Alright, so we're going to do that. So I kind of did that. Alright, got that down there. And then after I did that, I took some pieces of my lace. Let me see if I have any that are already what I want it to be. I want one probably a little bit more square. Are there any in here? Yeah, let's see. So I took one and I kind of went like that, I think, and I had, oh, my hands are getting so yucky. Maybe I'm going to put maybe this over here. Right, let's just do that and go kind of, I don't want this to be too much, just maybe a little bit like that. Did I go more like that? I don't remember what I did exactly. It was more like this, I think. Something like that. Something like that, I think it was. I just didn't want it to be too, there's enough glue on there. I think I can glue that on. Isn't that great? That's good. Got to start preserving glue. I ordered some, but it's not going to come for a while, so it'll be a crisis if I run out. Okay. Put that right put that right there. Kind of, sort of, maybe back a little bit more over here. Okay, so I'm going to put that there like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is add another button, because you can never have enough buttons. I don't know if I like that button there. Might have to get a different button. I don't know. I have so many buttons. I mean, I have so many buttons in here that I just can't even tell you, but there's something that just, I just know when it's the wrong button, the wrong color, something's wrong. Yeah, see, that's too small. That's what the problem is. The button that I have is too small. I must have used one of my other buttons that I was going to use. Here, I could put that there. That's a mother of pearl button. But I really want one with the thread. Oh, don't make me get them all out. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that one. Oh, gosh. The perfect button will call to me. Oh, whoa, I see it. I see it. It's just going down there. Oh, I got to get it. Hold on. Don't go. Don't go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Let me try it. I put some thread in there. Or maybe that one. Ooh, that one looks good. I like that one. I'm going to do that one. Okay, so let me put some glue on there. So that button is going to go there. Hang on. Come on. Okay. So then I put some stuff up here. Let me put these up. I am always putting buttons on things because I don't know why. To me, it's just that button, just put it over the top. If you don't put a button there, not going to happen. So, okay, so I'm going to put that up there, and that you'll always find buttons on my floor or everywhere. So, okay, let me put that up there. And then let me, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my eyelash trim. You can't put a button down without the eyelash trim because it's just not the same. Not the same, folks. Oh my gosh. Were y'all screaming, Tina? You didn't put your eyelash trim down there? To me, it's everything. It just makes it pop. Now it's all stuck to my fingers, so please go down. Okay, stop it. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take the glue and hopefully put a blob right there, and it's all going to stick down. There you go. Now see, look at that. That just made that button. Just made it. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the top. Did that ever get stuck down? It's not wanting to stick down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the top, and I think on the top, what did I do? Did I put burlap? I think I did, but I put a thinner piece. So I'm going to take some burlap, and I'm not going to put it all the way across. I think I put maybe about this much. Yeah, I think I'm going to put about that much on there. Because, you know, let's say it was put on before and then it's falling off. That's what happened, right? I mean, this has been around a while. So we're going to do that and get that to stick. Right, stay down. I just need to have enough patience that it, you know. Can you guys imagine me using any other glue that I had to actually wait? Okay, so you're going to stay. It would stay better if my fingers didn't have more glue on it than the paper. Okay, so then let's see. I think I'm going to do maybe something like that. No, I want something longer. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. I have this vintage trim. Might be too thick though. I think that's too thick. Let us see. How about this? If I make it smaller, it might look good. Let me do that. Let me see that. Let me see that. If I do that, oh, it's too long. Way too long. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. But I gotta fix it because it's too new. There we go. Now I love it. See, I love it now. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down there. So guys, there is no real formula. What I love, you may hate. Okay, so ultimately you've got to decide what you like, how much kind of a disastrous mess you're willing to live with. Okay, I think I'm going to put that on top, right up here. And I'm going to do that where it just is kind of like this. Just kind of just right there. Maybe over a little bit more. Nah, it's okay. That's all right. I'm going to leave that. Okay, so now I'm going to add something to that, but what I'm going to add, I don't know. I don't know. That piece might be too big. Let me change it. I think it's a little bit too big. I want it to hang, but I don't want it to cover all of the other piece. Just going to cut it up a little bit. Yeah, there. I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Maybe move this down a tiny bit because I want it in the middle, kind of, sort of. Yeah, that's better. Okay, all right. Now I got that on there. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, and we're going to do something to the last piece we're going to add. And this is this little bird that I have. Ugh, with all these things stuck to my fingers. This little bird that I have, but I didn't want to put it on there. It looked kind of new. I wanted to make it look a little bit older. So I just took a little of my latte alcohol ink, because alcohol ink will change metal. And so I just took that just to make it look a little bit older, and it's kind of like putting vintage photo on it, really. So then I took that and I just put a few drops on it and kind of let it sit there. It just has to dry, and that'll just kind of change the color a little bit on it. I'm going to put that over here. Let it dry just a tiny bit while we work on the very back part. Okay, so then what I wanted to do is I wanted to, because you can see the back of the bag, I wanted to add something there, but I didn't want it to look, you know, overly planned. So I just took a piece of this kind of ripped up lace and I put it across the back, just right here. And it did two things. It made it decorative, and at the same time it gave it some structure, because between the glue and the lace it made it a little stiffer in the back. And I just put enough to kind of, it didn't go from edge to edge. It just kind of went kind of on the back like that. So when you look at the bag, that's what you see. Okay. So then the last thing is I put the bird on. You know what? I need to take this off because I put the bird through here. So I'm going to have to put it on here in a second. Okay, it should be almost dry by now. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. The alcohol ink dries really quick, so it doesn't take a really long time. So I'm just drying it. It's going to be hot when I pick it up, so I'm going to give it a second. So anyway, yep, see, it's already dry. We're going to go ahead and do that. The only other thing I think that I did is I took a little bit of this cracked pistachio, because I wanted it to look kind of, I don't know, like it was turning colors. I just took a really small pen and I went in here and I just picked up a little of the color. That's still hot. And I kind of went, oh, I put too much on there. Just a little bit here and there. And that was probably overdoing it, but I just wanted it to look old. And of course you can do that to any of your other pieces too, if you wanted it to do it on those. Okay, so then I just took that on, where'd my piece go? I just took that on my little piece that I was going to put down there, and I put that through there. And put that in there, but I also put some eyelash trim in there. Of course I did. I put a little bit of eyelash trim behind it before I put it down, and this is a brad, so I kind of wound it around the brad, put a little on top, put a little on the bottom. And usually what I do is I put more than I need and I'll cut it off and trim it later, but this is way more than I need, but I am going to go ahead and just do that so I can cut it. Since my fingers are sticking to everything, I'm going to cut that, I'm going to cut that, cut that. Okay. All right, so anyway, I did that, and then I stuck it through the bag in kind of sort of the middle, I think. That looks kind of like the middle. Okay. And, oh, what happened to the other part of the brad? It's not wanting to come through. It's bent. Okay, do it again. Does that look like the middle? Looks like the middle. So I stuck it in there. And then what I did is I didn't want the journal to get stuck in there. So I just cut a little piece of this burlap. You could do anything, any kind of thing. And I just took a little piece, put some glue on it, and just stuck that on the back of the brad inside, just so that it wouldn't, you know, get caught on anything. And that was it, guys. That's everything that I did. And where did my other journal go that we finished? This is the one we did together. Okay, so let's just take a look at it. We got our journal that we made. Of course, it ties. We've got our tie attached back here. We put our little bulb pin in, our buttons, our other lace. We put the burlap on. We added some burlap and we added some lace on the inside just to give it a little bit more character and structurally hold it in. We've added some more lace here. We did this up here. We did another bulb pin over here. And in the back we put a button and some more burlap and of course the lace that was in the back. So that would just go and sit right in our little bag that we just made. So that would go just like that, and I could see that it would be a really nice gift. Open it up, and it should fit just fine. And because you put the file folder or your cardstock in there, it's easy to get in and out. And that's it, guys. That's all. So anyway, thanks for joining me for this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the decorate with the tags and stuff. I might, but that pretty much concludes our paper bag journal making and decorating. Okay, guys, so take care. We'll see you again next time.